Hello, my name is Rosemary. I'm a qualified math teacher. I teach grades 7 to 12 and I love teaching. So today we are going to learn circle geometry. What is circle geometry? It's simply geometry within a circle. So two important concepts, geometry and a circle. Okay, let's begin with geometry. Excuse me. Here. So what is geometry? Geometry deals with properties and relationships between lines and angles. Lines and angles, okay. So for us to learn circle geometry, we need to remember the following. We need to remember the properties of parallel lines, intersecting lines, triangles, quadrilaterals, similar and congruent triangles. I believe you learned all this in grade 10 and earlier grades. So you should remember those in order to understand circle geometry. So quick recap, okay? We're gonna quickly go over these properties, okay? Just to refresh our memory. So we have properties of parallel lines. Okay, the first property, we talk about corresponding angles, okay? This angle here, E, corresponds to F. And what do we know about corresponding angles? They are equal, okay? E is equal to F on this, okay? And then we have co-interior angles. These angles here, C and D, are co-interior. They are both interior angles. And let me go back to that. And what do we know about co-interior angles? They are supplementary. C plus D is equal to 180 degrees, okay? And here we have alternate angles, okay? Alternate angles are equal. Yeah, M is equal to N, okay? So M is alternate to N. You know it, but you know it by the symbol, like an N or a Z, okay? M is equal to N. They are alternate angles and they are equal. So over to properties of intersecting lines, okay? These two lines intersect, and what do we know? We know that vertically opposite angles are equal. A is vertically opposite to C and they are equal. B is equal to D. What else do we know? We know that angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. So A and B are on the straight line. So we can say that A plus B is equal to 180 degrees, okay? If the value of A is given, you can find the value of B, vice versa, okay? So we know that about, we should know that about intersecting lines and parallel lines. So over to triangles. What should we remember about triangles? First of all, the sum of the angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So we say A plus B plus C equals 180 degrees. What else do we know? The exterior angle of a triangle, this angle here, D, is equal to the sum of the two opposite interior angles, okay? These two angles, A and B, when you add them together, you get a D is equal to D, okay? So we should remember that. The sum of the angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees, and then the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two opposite interior angles, okay? We should remember that. And then congruent triangles, similar triangles, okay? What do we still remember? Congruent, these two triangles are said to be congruent if side, side, side is equal to side, side, side. If they share the same length, okay? Side, angle, side, that is a side and the angle between the side and another side, okay? Two sides and an angle between the sides, okay? If they are the same, if they are equal, then that's another condition for congruent triangles. Then we have angle, angle, side equals angle, angle, side. Right angle hypotenuse side equals right angle hypotenuse side, okay? If these conditions apply, any of these conditions, we can say that the two triangles are congruent. Over to similar triangles. we have angle, angle, angle equals angle, angle, angle. Okay. If they have the same angles, then we say, these triangles are similar. Or if the corresponding sides are in proportion, we can also say the triangles are similar. Okay. So we use these concepts a lot, the equiangular concepts a lot in circle geometry. So we should remember it. And then the congruent concepts, okay? The conditions for congruent triangles, we use them a lot in circle geometry. So you should remember these 4 points. These 4 points here that makes two triangles congruent. Very important for circle geometry. Should always remember that. And then we have our quadrilaterals. The properties of our quadrilaterals. We know that the interior angles all add up to 360 degrees. And then we have what we call the cyclic quadrilateral. What does that mean? When you have a quadrilateral with the points, the 4 points lying on a circle like this, A, B, C, D, lie on a circle, we call that quadrilateral a cyclic quadrilateral, okay? And what do we know about cyclic quadrilateral? We know that the opposite angles are supplementary. A plus D supplementary, C plus B supplementary. That means they add up to 180 degrees, okay? So in our next lesson, we'll talk about circles, okay? Because for us to understand circle geometry, we need to understand our properties, okay? And then we need to understand the circle terminologies because we're gonna use them a lot. We'll talk about radius, diameter, chord, segment, sector, arc, tangent. So we need to know what these things mean. So we will introduce them next in our next lesson. So we don't have much time on our side now because this is supposed to be a 5 minutes lesson. So let's keep it till next time. Okay. So next time we talk about the circle terminologies and then we talk about the circle theorems. Okay. That is the new stuff we learn in circle geometry and we will introduce it in our next lesson. Thank you.